Hey everyone, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I am taking part in a 10 question collab series where it's this tag series where it's been going around with all the homesteaders on YouTube, and it's 10 questions for every homesteader. So I was tagged by Amy over at Farmish Kinda Life. Amy owns 5 acres in Minnesota, and I find her channel honestly delightful because she says it how it is, she's funny at how she delivers it, and it's just a joy to go watch her channel, her videos, and touch on some of the things that not a lot of people talk about. So I will leave her channel in the description below. If you get a minute, go check her channel out, subscribe if you can, and let her know that Angie from MiAnU Acres sent you. So this collab originally started from Kettle Farms, and without further ado, I'm just gonna get right into it, but I'm also going to link their channel down in the description box below.
Everybody, don't forget like, subscribe, and Papa. Hello.
Question number 1, what got you into homesteading? This stems all the way back to being a kid. When I was younger and we'd go to my parents' or grandparents' trailer, or if we would go on day trips with my family or whatever it was, I was always at home in the pioneer world, in the forest world, in fishing with my grandpa, going down to the dock and just fishing by myself, playing with the bugs, poking at the fire, being in the forest, digging at the dirt. I didn't need to be with groups of kids if I was there. I was content with that. It took me a long time to realize that that's who I was going into adulthood. So I had done everything that you're supposed to do. I got married, I had children, I got my diploma at school, I had gotten a really wonderful job, which, to be honest, I really do miss my job because I loved where I worked. But I had everything. We owned a home, I had my backyard, I had my dogs, I had everything that you're supposed to have according to this world, but there was something missing. And part of me didn't care if I gave it all up to do this. I'm at peace here. With that being said, I would like to have more family and friends around. Question number 2 is, what is one thing that you want to add to the homestead for 2020? I myself have a lot of ideas, but the main thing that I want to get done is my garden. I want to get it in the ground, I want to get it started, I want a permanent home for it, and I want to set it up so that every year it gets better and better and better. Mike, on the other hand, I asked him this, he wants an outbuilding or two, just storage, garage, barn, whatever it may be. That's what he wants to focus on for adding to the homestead. So question number 3, what is the hardest lesson that you've had to learn? Thankfully, we have not had to learn extremely hard lesson. I had to find who I was all over again. I had to develop my own routine. There wasn't one that was set up for me from the whole 9 to 5 kind of life. You know, you get up, you go to work, you come home, you make your dinner, you tidy whatever it is, you visit with friends, you get your weekends off. There was no routine, so there's no more Monday to Friday and weekends off, so you have to push yourself, and that was really hard because people drive me. I love interacting with people, I love helping people. That was what my calling in life was. No matter what job I've ever been in, I've always wanted to help people. What is my favorite chore on the homestead? Hey, it would be these ladies right here. Yeah, I love them. She looks like she wants to pick something in my mouth. I love them so much that I went ahead and ordered 6 more, and we're even going to introduce a rooster to the flock. So I'm taking things in steps, but so far these ladies, for me, they just made it. They're my favorite chore. I love coming out and interacting with them. Sometimes Mike gets to the chores before I do, but it is still one of my favorite chores to do. If I'm having like a day where I just don't feel like getting up and getting at them, I make sure I do the chicken chores that day because just coming out and seeing their excitement. I mean, it's not to see me, it's to see food, but to see their excitement puts a little pep in my step and gets me off for the day. The 6 new chickens that we got, we ordered a Lavender Orpington, a Midnight Majesty, 2 Azure Blue chickens, so they're gonna give us blue eggs. We got 2 Silver Lace Wyandottes, beautiful birds, all of them. But the Silver Lace Wyandottes we got a rooster of as well. So we're going to have 11 hens to 1 rooster. Question number 5. Favorite thing to grow? Well, I like growing anything, honestly. Anything that I put into the earth or into a pot or whatever, and it produces something for me, I get so excited. The only thing I can compare it to is opening up a present and having no clue as to what it is. That excitement is what I feel for gardening. And I'm not a master gardener, like by any means. I experiment quite a bit. I just put it in the ground and hope that it grows. I know every year I grow with my gardening. But if I had to choose, only because I've been exposed to it this year, or last year I should say, is we got some plums off of a tree that was down in the orchard, or down in the holler. I'll link the video right here. This year it's gonna be the fruit trees. Things that come back year after year that I don't have to plant. Those are something that I want to focus on this year. The coolest thing that I've ever planted and produced was loofah sponges, or loofah gourds, and the toothache plant. Both super cool plants. So question number 6. What do I love most about the homesteading community? To pin it to one thing, there's lots. There's lots of things I love about the homesteading community. And by homesteading community, for me, it means people that are local, Facebook groups, groups online and chats online, even as far as like Instagram for inspiration and communication, and also the homesteading community here on YouTube. I don't know where I would be without the local people here that have helped us get things up and going, that have provided us with wood, that have given us ideas and tips and tricks and information about the area. So as far as the homesteading community here on YouTube goes, you all made me feel like we could do this. I saw people that weren't experts. I saw people that were trying. I saw people that were looking for advice within the YouTube community. And so it made me feel like I could do it, and it gave me that extra, okay, I'm gonna follow my dreams. And I did, and we did. The information is just out of this world. You put on a question, and boom, there's answers within minutes. Question number 7 is, what's my favorite meal? My favorite meal, hands down, is lasagna, pasta with my own spaghetti sauce. Although I do miss my grandmother's spaghetti sauce. She was Italian, and let me tell you, she made the best of sauce. I loved her sauce and I miss it dearly. But hands down, it would be pasta. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be posting my spaghetti sauce recipe. You are going to get this video on Thursday, so I'm going to post my recipe on Friday. Pasta, pasta, pasta. Anything pasta. So question number 8 is, what's your favorite holiday? And my favorite holiday is summer. I kind of like Farmish kind of life. Their response was like, hunting. Is hunting season a holiday? And for me, it's no holiday in particular. I like that people get extra days off, but I'm not a big holiday person at all. So I'm gonna say summer. For Mike, his favorite holiday is Halloween. And that's my least favorite. Like, I don't like Halloween. But to each their own. So question number 9 is, Is your homestead where you permanently intend to settle? And the short answer to that is yes, but you never know the future. I would love, if I could, be somewhere warm, where I have a much longer gardening season, because gardening, let's just face it, is where it's at, for me anyways. So gardening is something that I love to do, and without it, I find a piece of myself missing. So I would love to move somewhere warm, but reality is I'm here, and this is I'm doing with what I got. I love this property. There's lots and lots of potential, and I get to start from a blank canvas, really, because the only thing here was the cabin. So everything else will be what we've created. So but if I could choose, I would choose somewhere warm. I would choose somewhere where I had much more family nearby. Same with Mike. That's something that we both miss, is having our family. So question number 10 is, what are some homesteaders that I watch? And before I get into who I watch, I do want to put this out for all YouTubers that you watch. Did you know that by hitting that thumbs up, that by sharing their content, and if you can't share their content for whatever reason, even leaving comments down in the section below, or letting their videos run in its entirety, really helps your favorite YouTuber out. It helps us out. It helps any YouTuber you watch, big or small. So the longer you watch their video, the better it is for them. It lets YouTube know that people are watching it and people are interested, and it pushes it out to basically non-subscribers, so that they can be discovered. So helping, I mean, there's a whole thing. It's not like there's one or even a lot of people in YouTube land that are sitting there trying to determine what this video or any video is about. So there's no one saying, okay, this one is a lovely campfire video, let's put it over here, and this one is a how to cook lasagna. There's that pasta again. Pasta. Anything pasta. It's lasagna, so it's gonna go over here. No, there's an algorithm. So there's many different things so behind a YouTube video. So that's one thing that I always think about. And now that I am part of being a YouTube creator, I know what goes in to making a video and having to create a title, and all of that stuff. Engagement, length of the video watched, and thumbs up all are huge parts of a YouTuber's success. So with that being said, I do watch some really large channels, and I do watch some medium and some very small channels. So some of my favorites that I watch, and there are more that I'm going to mention, these are just ones that are coming off the top of my head, but I love the Needy Homesteader, Our Half Acre Homestead, the Holler Homestead, Roots and Refuge, Mapleberry Farm, Wilderstead, Hidden Blessings Homestead, CJM Farms, Smith Family Ranch. I love all of these channels. With that being said, I also need to tag some people with this video because I took part in it. I gotta tag some more YouTuber and homesteaders out there. So the homesteaders that I'm choosing to tag are Mapleberry Farm, which I already reached out to them, and they actually included these questions in with their live, so I'll link that video down in the description below. I'm also going to tag Smith Family Ranch. I recently found this channel and I love her. I'm also going to tag Hidden Blessings Homestead. Without this family, we wouldn't be where we are today. So last but not least, I'm going to tag Jeremy and Carmela from CJM Farms. They are a couple that lives in Toronto, Ontario, and they're going to be moving onto their homestead sometime in the future. They're setting it up right now, but they're going to be moving about 45 minutes to an hour away from where we are, and at some point we'll be doing a collab with them. We're also probably going to do a collab with Hidden Blessings Homestead. Thank you all for all your support. You guys have been awesome. Until next time. Their channel links are down in the description below, and I really like it if you guys would go check them out. Let them know Angie and Mike from MiAnU Acres sent you, and until next time.